Yes, people, welcome. The boys are back again. Where the Keys At podcast. I'm excited about this one. I can't lie. This is what I've been waiting for a while. You know, real special guest on here. Not just a friend, but family. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. So no further ado. To my right, we have
myself, Ashwell. I'm here, back in the building, man. I'm back here.
Yeah, man's been missing for a while still,
just
man.
a little bit, a little bit.
I swear his hair's grown about 10 inches since.
I can't control it right now. I'm struggling to control it, but let's get there. We'll get there.
Eli Chure in the house, you know the name.
Daniel. I ain't got some mad DJ sound on that. You lot all prepared.
It's Danny C.
Yeah, Danny C. You know, we on the podcast talk about making moves, man, and progressing in life and following our dreams and trying to be the best person, specimen that you can be for you, for your family, and for the next generation. And he's decided to, I wouldn't even say leap, man's jumping to a new dimension and a new destination. So yeah, Dan, tell us about kind of a bit about you and your plan and what's going on, man, because I know but the audience don't, so
Yeah, just born and raised in England, Ipswich, and moving out of this country. It's been a plan for me for about 2 years.
Okay.
So not that long, to be honest. It's been difficult to convince the wife to even contemplate it, but yeah, like I said, just getting out of here, really.
Making a move.
The
amount of people I know who say, I'm leaving this country, Ashwell included, says that, yeah, but no one does, do they? So to see someone making that move is huge.
Doing it, yeah.
Do you know what I keep
I know
saying?
Ashwell will one day, sorry Ashwell.
Again, but I'm so happy that my grandparents are not from here, that I am actually able to go anywhere else. I take it you guys all can go. I know T says he's Navisian as well. Yep. Where are you guys from? Heritage?
Oh, he's making assumptions now. My family's from here right here, mate.
What are you lying for?
Nah, Jamaica, Sierra Leone and Scotland.
Wow.
I know.
But the Scottish we don't know then, so we don't mess with them.
Well, there's no point moving there either, really.
Yeah.
Myself, I'm from Jamaica, obviously you guys know. He was there when I first come to school. These are the two in my class when I first
Born and raised, man.
Yeah,
I didn't
born
know
and
that.
raised. Yeah, that's
And
how
China,
I met these guys, yeah.
Wow,
Well, my granddad's Chinese.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so my granddad's Chinese and my grandmother is half Indian, half black. So my granddad's half Chinese, half black. My grandma from my dad's side, both of them. Both.
So you could return home technically.
Yeah. Technically, yeah.
There's so many people that says, "Oh, I wish I could do it. Why? How?"
Yeah.
And it's been easy for me. I don't know why. I just feel like this ball is rolling and it's picking up steam. And
So where were you going? I didn't catch
I'm
it.
going to St Kitts and Nevis. I'm going to the little island Nevis.
Okay.
So it's all blown up at the moment because Cole Palmer's grandparent is from St Kitts.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's sort of been in the news a lot recently. But again, it's just a beautiful island. It's got its issues, but for me, it's freedom. Like you can grow your own, like we were talking about. You can grow your own fruit and veg and just be sustainable.
Fish.
Yeah, again, I'm
Everything.
a plumber, electrician by trade, so I'm looking to go out there and just create a homestead, some sort of sustainable property with solar, rainwater harvesting, and then just go off grid. But you can't do that here, man.
No, you can't.
But for every man who wants to do that, because none of us are rich, yeah? None of us are millionaires. How do you do that? Because it seems like such a long way away to learn a new system, to make connections, to build a house or whatever you're going to do. Where do you start with that?
Well, first and foremost, I went out there just to see what the cost of living is like out there. And don't get me wrong, it's expensive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Caribbean countries.
You want to buy a fridge freezer, it's 4 times the price of what you pay here. Anything imported is just...
Yeah.
The days are gone also where you could get things imported. There's been a lot of increase in import tax now because they see a lot of people doing it. So they're obviously trying to build up their infrastructure of their island. There's better roads now, better water supply, electricity and all this sort of stuff. So they're trying to heavily tax people that are coming back to help provide to the island, which ain't a bad idea. How I've been able to do it is I've got a property in England that I'm going to rent. Luckily, that covers quite a lot of the costs, and it sort of covers my mortgage in England. It also sort of helps pay towards what we've got or want to get over there.
Wow.
Second, my wife can work remotely. You wouldn't believe the amount of people push, and again, push back, like, what are you going there for?
Yeah.
Like, education's bad, and
They have no
Yeah.
clue.
they've got no clue
They've not been
about.
there,
They've done
yeah.
no research. They haven't been there themselves, and it's like, oh, they're all. Somebody said to me, they're racist on that island. Good luck.
live in England.
Right. They go, good luck taking your white wife there. You get there, it's so multicultural.
So what?
Yeah, it's mad. Like, it's like, wow. Like, and I speak to my cousins that are over there, and they were, shocked by what people were saying. Again, like, but a lot of people don't know. Anytime I say I'm moving to Nevis, people go, where?
Where?
Like,
Yeah.
and I love that. Like,
Yeah.
nobody knows
Yeah.
where it is.
Yeah.
The amount of times you've got to zoom in on Google to like find where
tiny
it is.
island.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just mad.
Yeah.
Like, just think, this is me, man. Like, just out of the way.
People forget, like, where the islands are, Nevis and stuff is. Below you is South America, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And then above you is
Miami.
Miami, yeah.
Literally like an hour away. Like, when people forget, like, next island down, like St. Martin's, is the main dock for a Caribbean cruise. That is the main place they go. And that is very sort of, very American, Puerto Rican, that kind of stuff, And then literally your islands from, Curacao, Aruba, Anguilla, Montserrat, like, you can literally island hop and go to different islands in like half an hour by boat, by flight. And the culture is insane. It's so hard to explain how different it is to people than going to one of those places what's really touristy.
Yeah.
Like, you have this real feel. Like, I know you went to Gambia and you sort of saw the culture of it as like, right, people really live like this. Do you know what I mean? And I fell in love with the island. My dad was born there, my granddad was born there, my nana was born there. So yeah, it was just one of those things. And I remember going, and I had sort of like a couple of weeks in the Caribbean. So I'd done a week in Nevis, and then I've done a week in St. Martin's. But during the week in St. Martin's was like very like holiday, hotel, resorts, island hopping, doing this. Did not feel the same as Nevis.
Wow.
Really?
Did not feel the same as Nevis. Like, I feel like, I think we forget. So like, you look at like the Mal Rains, the Jones, like the Mr. Manners, Claxtons, Huggins, like all of these people, Cumberbatches, like Dusty, all of these people are from the same island, They all lived in the same island, the same town.
Yeah.
Everyone's from Cotton Ground.
Yeah.
They're from Camps, they're from Newcastle. Everyone knew each other. They all came over together.
Yeah.
And that's why the relationships are so good. That's why it's such a good community, because
Yeah.
everyone sort of lingered together. And honestly, I tell my kids about it. You just can't. You can't explain.
Yeah.
Walking down the street and seeing people walking with donkeys and seeing monkeys running around and that. Walking to the dam, like, just like my nana was like minding coal at like 95.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like,
keep working,
just
yeah.
kept working, and just the goodness of it. Just seeing everybody. Just I can't explain it, man. Like,
It's being
it is-
connected.
It's so connected.
Yes, but again, technology has taken that away from everybody in the West. Do you know what I mean? But I go there, and my cousins are like, "Why do you want to move here? There's nothing to do." I said, "That sounds perfect to me." Like,
Yeah.
And they go, "Oh, but you've got cinemas, you've got theme parks."
Yeah.
I've got no time to even go to these places, and even got the money to pay.
Yeah.
Like, they've got this idea in their head that we're free over here and we get to do what we want, but that's all an illusion to me. Like,
Yeah.
you get to choose where you want to live to a certain degree and within your social status and your financial status, but you can choose what colour car you want. But
Yeah.
after that, for me, like over there, I can just do what I want. I built an extension of my house. The amount of planning and people asking for permission, neighbours
Yeah.
putting up public notices
Yeah.
just to build on my own land, it just don't make no sense
no
to me.
sense,
Like,
make no
there is
sense.
so much here that when you actually look into things, it is crazy what we're living in England.
Of
And
course.
it scares me.
Madness. And that sounds weird, but I don't feel like I belong here, if that makes sense. I've never ever felt like, you know what I mean? Like, this, my circle, my what I do, the culture that I live as a Caribbean. Like, I eat, I play dominoes every Sunday, we link up, we do the certain
Done
things.
that.
Like, I do
Done
that
that.
every week without fail. I'll go around to the cat, like, the older generations, like 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
I chill with them, listen to their story, have food, like, do you know what I mean? Have a couple of juices, like, and I listen to the reggae music. I don't feel like I've ever felt 100% whole here. Like, they all say to me, like, if you went to like the Caribbean or you went to Africa or stuff, you'd fit right in because
So what's
people
stopping
would
you
feel-
then?
Nothing's stopping me. I'm in the process. I've been in the process for a while, really. The way that the world is and the way that the country is, I'll probably be there within the next 5 years rather than the next 12.
You got to get over the hurdle that has been achieved over here with the wife. How the heck did you sell that
To the missus,
wife,
yeah.
to your missus?
Okay, so going back to what T was just saying, how like he feels culturally, I'm completely the opposite. I was brought up by my white mum in a predominantly white school. Every time I went to my grandparents, I didn't like spicy foods. My granddad had to cook me like kiss his teeth. And like, no, I got to cook him. Like, honestly, it's mad. I appreciate it so much more being older. But when I was younger, just brought up, in a white, and I love Britain. I love England. I'm born here. Why wouldn't I? But what it's turning into is just craziness. But I forgot your question.
How did you convince your family
my
to go
wife?
over
So-
there? And not just her. I guess you got to convince her family as well that you're going to look after her
everything.
and take care.
So she's She's from London. She's from East Dulwich. So she grew up at an all predominantly black school.
Right.
Next door neighbours, West Indian. So she grew up
The culture.
Like-
with the
spicy
culture.
food.
Yeah, like, honestly,
She likes spicy food. She look at you like, yo.
my auntie Linda
Some
goes, she's
seasoning
blacker
on
than me, She cooks curry goat, wicked.
Yeah,
Her
yeah,
uncle Leon taught her this recipe for curry goat, and wow, like next level again. Because so she's just in tune with the culture. She can dance better than me. That's embarrassing. So she's gonna love all the Culturama. She loves the music. She loves all that. So convincing her weren't that hard. It was just showing her little snippets of things like, this is where this is going. This is where that's going. Seeing what our children could potentially be growing up in. Like, would you want this? Not really. And we did look at other countries, and that's why I said I don't know what other options people have, because we looked at south of France, we looked at Australia, Bulgaria. We're looking at all these mad places, but they're all still within Europe. I know Australia isn't, but again, Australia's just as mad politically
As
crazy.
it is here.
than it is here. So you're almost like jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. So I just felt going to Nevis, like I said, remote island in the middle of nowhere that nobody really knows too much about.
They ain't going to be like, there's no war coming to there. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to travel them kind of places.
Listen, they're not.
If there's a world war, this country's getting bombed.
No,
Nevis
for real.
ain't getting touched.
No,
by
exactly.
that. 100%.
The Brits like to get involved in American shit. So
Yeah,
if America's
like,
warring,
it's not
the
happening.
Brits warring too.
Yeah.
So
No, again, it's just
So-
many avenues. That,
Yeah. So obviously, I know you recently went over there. A few months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, March 8th we went.
Yeah. And you took the kids.
Zachary's 9. It'll be 10 in December. So he's grown up with iPads, Xbox, football pitches in his back garden, the newest boots, best footballs. He's grew up with whatever he needed or wanted. He's got. And about 2 years ago, when I got on this path, I was like, my son's acting up big time, and I don't know how to punish him. So I took his Xbox away from him, and he's never had it back. And that's been a struggle, because when all his cousins are all on Xbox and we don't see each other, we're not connected, because we're all just in our little chicken
Rooms.
coops,
Yep.
just sitting at home. We go to work, you work from home, shop from home,
Yep.
home gym, home cinema, all this madness.
Yep.
So I said, look, you're not having it back. And every single cousin was like, oh, when's Zachary getting his Xbox back? He's not getting it back. He's not getting it back. I don't like the child that he's becoming. Wow. And honestly, he's
That's
not
a
had
bold,
it.
that's a bold move.
He ain't had
boy.
it
Love
nearly
it,
a year.
Love it.
But since we went in March, he hasn't even asked for it back.
Yeah.
All he's wanted is to get back to Nevis.
Wow.
So we went to school for 5 days out of the 2 weeks we were there.
Over there, wasn't it?
Yeah, in Nevis. Took him to a Montessori private school.
Yeah.
It wasn't a public one, it's a private one. Just fell in love. When we got there, Shan was like, I'm not going to send him to school. I don't feel comfortable. I said, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know for what reason, but me and Zachary just went out for a drive. I think we went down to the natural spring water to get some more water.
Yeah, yeah.
So again, them little things, just
natural water, brother.
and again, it's just really weird doing that, but us being connected as a community, we see the same water bottle guy every day, so we had a little chat with him. But anyway, we went and got some water, and I said, oh, that's where your school is. That's the woman that I've been emailing. Her name's Denise. and she's from Birmingham. She's from England. So I was like, oh, we'll go in and see what's saying. So we went in there, and I just had this overwhelming feeling safe with him. I said, Lyle, I said, do you want to stay here? He was like, yeah, is that all right? I said, yeah, cool. He loves football, so any football team I put him in, he'd just go out and play ball. So it was the same thing. They just threw a football out in the field, and he was just like Cristiano Ronaldo, just running rings around all these kids. So they all fell in love with him. Oh, he's going to help us win football games. So I absolutely loved him. Where's Zachary? I've left him at the school. What? Like, honestly, Shan, you won't believe how beautiful this place is. Like, it is just incredible. Again, like, my Western mind, like, it's hard fighting these battles. Like, you've got this preconception of what you think it's going to be, and it's nothing like what it is. And so it took me a couple of days just to adjust to everything and be like, look, this is what I want. This is me.
Yeah, man.
And so I said, look, we're taking Aria there tomorrow. So our daughter's 3. She's 4 in a couple of days. And she's like, no, I'm not leaving Aria there. I said, I guarantee when we go there this afternoon to pick Zachary up, you'll feel just as comfortable as I do. So yeah, when we went and picked Zachary up, nothing but, oh, Dad, their lunch. I had this chicken and rice. I was like, yeah, man. Nice. Like, again, like, we had this fruit. What was it called again? Like, so yeah, he's just, everyone just fell in love with him. Is Zachary going to come here tomorrow? I was like, yeah, he's coming back. Yeah, he's coming back. And Sham was like, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Like, Aria ran off, like running around with all like the other girls and stuff like that, and boys, and just chilling. And so we sent them there, and they've done nothing but ask every time, can we go back? Can we go back? Like I said about the people are not educated about that island, and they talk to me about, it's a third world country, isn't it? Well, no, it's not. There is poverty there, like there's poverty here. There's poverty everywhere. Like no matter where you go, there's but again, it's
control via messages, via media. It's fear, even to the point that.
But you don't see nothing negative about, like, don't get rid of this negative stories. If you understand the island, like, you know, and you follow some of the islands, there's negative stories everywhere. But yet people will go, when everyone goes on to the Caribbean, they'll go to the island they go right next door. They go to Antigua. They go to Barbados, which is literally next door. Yeah. The countries are literally exactly the same. Nevis is more prettier and better than them countries. But everyone will go to the Dominican Republic. They go to, it's all the same, you know.
It's how powerful the media is.
It's because what is, most of those places that they go to have been westernized. That's the difference. Like, you go to Nevis and St. Kitts and that. And what I like about it is, don't get me wrong, money, if you've got money, then you are in a better financial position, like in anywhere. But what you have got is that what I used to have when I was younger, where you could go to next door and ask if you could borrow 2 onion, or borrow a cannonball in beef or rice, or have some beans, or so and so's gross like some pumpkins, and you've got some marrows, and you're switching, or you're doing this, and that's what we lose. We've lost the essence of that, and I think that's what we need to bring back.
Yeah, community.
I think though, what your kids might do is what Ashwell done, is when you get to a certain age out there, like the kids you met out there, they're going to start looking to the West. Like, when your kids get to 15, 16, they might start looking
they've really been in the West.
But why did you, Ashwell, you must have thought looking at England like this amazing place.
Because you got to understand where I grew up. So I grew up knowing just poverty. But for us, it was like, it was a norm. So we make up, so things like, we make our own kite. Yeah, so we do kite fights. So these are fun game for us. Yeah, we put razor blade on a kite and we fight each other's kite in the air.
So you have to
so you cut the kite and then you chase the kite. Everyone chase that kite and get the kite. That's your kite. Yeah, we make like trucks using like lorries. We make lorries using what do they call it? Milk cartons. So we cut it out, shape it like a thing. We just make games up. Like in Jamaica, you find about 100 different games.
Free thinking. That's you expanding your mind and exploring things. Oh, I got cut. That didn't work. Right, let's take it back to the drawing board. Now our kids are sitting there.
Yes. That we don't have that choice. We didn't even. Sometimes we didn't have TV. So we don't have TV. Water wasn't like there for us, and we traveling miles to get water, and we coming back. So those are things that was like, as a kid, you're like, you don't want to do them things. But the fun part of it is like, say we got 8 weeks, so here you get 6 weeks, we get 8 weeks out there, or 9 weeks summer. My grandma is still going to work, so he's got me and all my cousins. We're running around playing about, and we cook. So you learning how to. So basic
after
life
yourself.
skills
Yeah.
you're learning from a young age. So we're washing our clothes by hand, we're ironing our clothes, and you better make sure there's no crease in that, because you're getting beats from your grandmother. You know what I mean? You're cooking, so you have day session in the kitchen with your grandma from 6 all the way up. So these are all life lessons. So those are things that are essential, I think, me coming when I come here. So I know these things. So when I came here, my mom was like, I'm going to work.
Yeah.
You looking after Faris.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And my brother, because my brother was born here the same, but when we went to Jamaica, the first time we went to Jamaica, he didn't want to come back.
Wow.
And I mean, he stayed, and the second time we went, so we we stayed in the hotel the second time. And then when we traveled down, my brother, he stays. When you come back down, I'll come and get me. And he don't come back. He still stays. And he stayed the whole 14 days. Instead of the hotel, he spent the whole 14 days there. He love it.
Wow.
Give these kids, right? We think we're giving our kids like all of this stuff with a tablet or whatever, and we think we're making them happy, and they think it's making them happy. But it's only because they don't understand. As soon as they see what's real, like community, kids need connection, don't they? Kids
That's why I want my kids to see the
because
island.
we
That's
love
why I want to
seeing
see
each
it,
other.
because my kids haven't experienced it yet. And I just think once they
You
experience
learn life
it,
skills, I
they'll
think,
learn
in those countries.
They'll
You
learn them, man. Because kids don't appreciate these things that we're giving them. I'm gonna tell you that now. Like, bro, like my boy plays a really good standard of football, and he's quite passionate. But like, I see players in these when he used to play for like another team, or he plays certain teams, his friends and that, they didn't care if they lost. You can watch a match, like, I watch my kids play. All of my kids play from young to under 18s, etc. And I watch them, and you can see the kids who really appreciate certain things. Like, and that's not just that's like dance to my daughter. That's all these sort of things, because they put so much effort into what they do, and when things don't go right, you see the frustration, the anger out of it, like we used to. Certain kids are just blasé, on their phone.
Again, it's because they probably play for 3 other different football teams.
Yeah.
Our kids from Zachary's taught not to be competitive. He doesn't play in a competitive football league. Like, and this is the English FA. Not teaching people to be competitive.
I see
because they're
that.
trying to.
I see that. That's true.
like,
Even at a certain age, man, they're still playing 40 minutes.
I know.
and they're like last year's high school.
Listen,
And they're still playing 40-minute football.
we go and play dominoes on a Sunday, yeah? I'll tell you now, every man take it serious. Nobody want to get 6 love,
Serious.
Everyone faces, everyone's vexed.
Serious.
You're cussing your partner if you get 6 love, yeah? That's just, literally,
Yes, that's true.
What?
Why is that? It's interesting you brought it up. Like, there is, I've noticed that we don't, maybe not us, but the establishments and the places our children go, they're not encouraged to be competitive. They're encouraged to, it's okay if you
Participate.
come last. Okay, you shouldn't bully, but you're encouraged not even to tease. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You used to tease someone,
No,
you lost.
yeah.
Nah, you can't do that anymore.
Nah.
Listen,
That was part of the experience, because you know what? I'm going to win next time, and
Yep.
I'm really the one
'Cause
telling
you're
you.
vexed.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
vexed.
But we're encouraged to not have. I think I feel like it's been the competitiveness edge of is being pushed out of us. So we become a lot more passive.
But that has
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
But
I don't know if that's just a big
No,
conspiracy.
that's true.
but
That's
that
true.
feels
That's
like-
100%. It's true.
How they're selling
We're
it
not
is
gonna
like,
challenge things
it's
if
taking
we-
part that counts. No.
No,
Listen, I tell my kids all the time, everything you do is you have to compete for. Because I'll tell you now, right, there's 100 people going for that same damn job you're going for. Yeah, there's credentials, there's competition, bro. Like, you've got to be better, because not just the fact that you're going into that job and you're a skilled plumber, you're a skilled electrician, you're this and that, but they're gonna look at your age, they're gonna look at your skin color, they're gonna look at every single thing there is, bro. You have to make sure that when you're doing things, you are on point. And people who go through life with no hardship and no failure, everything's all sweet. They're the people who are now suffering right now.
Yeah, 100%.
They're the ones suffering right now. They know how to deal with it. They know how to cope. They know how to cope with it.
Mentally, they're not strong enough.
I'm worried for my kids, because I feel like they have grown up here. I've tried my hardest to make life not hard for my kids, but to remind them that life ain't easy, because I could make their life really easy.
I see you. I see you. Are
see it,
you
yeah?
out there playing basketball with his son? Nah.
Well, even to this day, like my son finished. I texting the other day. He just left high school, right? But he's trying to chill every day. I had to text him and say, you're unemployed. You're not on holiday. That's what I said to him, because he's like. He's got that mindset of chilling now, and his friends and people he's rolling with, their parents are like, just chill, have your time. But you got, like Tia said, your kids have got to be trained to get ahead.
Yes.
You need to be in a place like where you grew up to make you have to be.
Yeah,
proactive,
you're forced to.
And have parents like we did. Because I'm sure when you left school, I was chilling for a week too. And then my mother come bust through the door. Nah, get up. So get up.
I had a job from 13, so
Yeah.
I got 4 brothers. There's 5 of us with 1 mum. and just
Everyone went to the market, or you?
all of us, yeah. So I had a paper round first when I was 13.
Standard.
Absolutely hated it, but it made me appreciate my market job. And I worked on the fish stall, so I used to stink of fish coming home, and I'd go 4 days. So it was 3 of them days were before school. So getting up at 5:30, biking down on my BMX because no buses were running. So 14 years old, biking down London Road, all the way down to Civic Centre, putting the stall up, getting back up for school, having a wash, going to school, getting home, going back down to work, catch the bus. So I was buying my own school clothes at 14, 15, 16. Anywhere I wanted to go, school trips. I had my own money and just...
Standard.
I'm looking at my son and I'm like, you better start doing something because... And my son, he's only 9. So I don't know, but I was being told that from my older brothers, oh, you're going to have to do what we're doing soon, go to the market when they were 14, telling me. And so I'm just trying to make sure that I'm pushing him just as much. So I'm hoping when we do go to Nevis, mate, look, we've got the chickens to look after, we've got the goats to look after, and then he would appreciate these things.
Because 100%.
I laugh because I, unless provoked, I couldn't hurt a fly. Yeah, and I worry that we're gonna get out there. I'm gonna have these goats and chickens. I ain't be able to do nothing with them.
That's the kind of eat them. Man, just build up.
So we're just bury this one. Like I won't have the heart to kill it, pluck it, wash it, and do all this madness to it. So I got to step up and
having those responsibilities that you had. You worked from 13. You didn't have paper round, did you?
Nah.
But those things make you value hard work, and you know what you like doing, what you don't like doing, but it really makes you value your free time as well, doesn't it? Paper round, the biggest thing for me was
when you finish
Saturday afternoons. I could do my round early, then I'm making the most of my Saturday afternoon. There's no way I'm going home and sitting down in my room.
I used to be vexed with you guys because your paper round was so small compared to mine, brother.
Was sweet. But like kids don't necessarily, not all kids, because I see your daughter work hard, but like a lot of kids don't value their time when they've got it, and it's because they've just got it. Like they're not got
there.
Yeah, they don't earn their free time. They don't earn their leisure.
I've been quite fortunate as well. Like all my kids, like they're the ones that can work. Have all worked from young as much as they can. Do you know what I mean? Because man, you ain't gonna always be there to protect them, man. You know.
But again, staying in England in this day and age, do I see my son getting a paper round at 13, 14? Hell no. I think I'm letting him out of my sight at that age. Like, what you see around this town is scary.
So on that note, can I just flip it? And it's probably a question for you as well, Ash.
Okay.
Just being devil's advocate, what are the possible potential downsides to moving your family out there? Like, it can't all be roses.
No, exactly. So I only had 2 weeks there to try and find those negatives, and trust me, I've done my best in them 2 weeks. So I watch Nevis newscast every day. I love watching their news. And
is it funny hearing the accents on the news?
And what they talk about. So the Premier Mark Brantley was on there the other day. He does like a monthly town hall meeting where he sort of chats to everyone about what's all the up and coming things and what's happening in politics and all that sort of stuff. And there's one, he go, look, and that was so funny. He just had to break it down. He sort of almost went back to his roots and just started talking real. Like, look, stop messing up this fence because these cows keep getting loose. And the government cows, like, we're doing this so you can have fresh milk so we don't have to import it. And he almost had to, like, fix himself back up again. I was thinking, if this is the height of their crime over there, like this. But then, next day, I watched the news and some man's getting gunned down in the street. And you're just like, shit. Like, I'm moving my family there. Like, and that was right near Newcastle where I want to buy my house.
I see it.
So on the phone straight away to my cousin, like, what's this? What's that? He's like, don't stress. It's just a guy who was making trouble in St Kitts, and he's tried to move here. But then he started doing the same nonsense instead of keeping. And then people came over, like, it's targeted. Don't worry, like such and such. So, and again, move out of my house. I live in White House. Moved out of my house to rent it out, some guy got punched up in the street
Died.
and killed at the end of
Yeah.
my road. So
Yeah,
no matter
Rochi.
where you go, there's
You
going to be
could-
crime.
You can't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
away from that.
You're not
Yeah.
going to get away from
Rest
it.
in peace, Rochi.
Oh yeah, for
Rest in
real. I
peace,
didn't
for real.
know him, but
Yeah, I knew him.
So
Same
is
age as us.
crime the only downside? Would you say to
No,
To
like for you from living out in Jamaica? What downsides would you see compared to here?
It's just the economy is the major downside to Jamaica. It's affording to live there. It's sustainable unless you have something like that's bringing in some kind of income.
which is what I've got. I've
Yeah,
got
so
my
if you
residual
got, like,
income
something
coming
that's-
in. And
yeah.
my wife's getting paid British money, living in Nevis.
and you're forgetting that he's a qualified plumber
Yeah,
Yeah.
and can do electrics.
yeah.
So it's like, if he wants to work,
He can find work.
He's-
sure.
probably top of the food chain there, the red line there, because their skills set
He's limited.
is limited.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people who come into these places to work probably travel from Europe, America to go and work. And like I said, you're only a flight away.
Think about life in general. How we like you
Okay,
talk about
healthcare would
community,
be- healthcare
you talk
would be-
about healthcare,
Yeah.
those kind of things. What else is
So
there?
my aunties, so regarding the healthcare, yeah, my aunties live over there, yeah. Comes back over here for healthcare, and then flies back.
Yeah.
So
Comes
again,
over here for operations stuff
I hear
because she
that.
still classes at NHS, still got British passport,
Yeah.
whatever else. So
well, you don't even need a British passport
you don't need
anyway.
anything. No, you don't.
to go to a British hospital.
Yeah, you can just come to the country and
So
go.
what you're
anywhere.
saying is that healthcare is not good enough to stay there and use their healthcare.
No, it is, but it's a bit like, it depends, doesn't it? Like, some people fly to America. Don't forget, like, certain places it's private, innit? So some of the times you have to pay for your operations, expensive and that. But also, like, the biggest medical center is actually in Nevis,
The Alexandra.
The Americans go there to study.
You're talking about the healthcare here.
Yeah.
Although it's supposed to be good, I've got friends waiting for knee operations and people that are paying for private back operations because they can't wait for the NHS to
Just,
sort them
yeah.
out. This
Yeah.
place is doomed. So I'd rather chance my healthcare over there with good vitamin D, no chemtrails,
Yeah.
none of this
The
madness
sun
in
does.
the water.
The sun does a lot, doesn't it? Just
Yeah.
being in that climate.
Yeah, for real.
Just where, honestly, that's where we
Connected
should
to
be.
the earth.
Close to the
We
earth.
should
No
be in
shoes.
that climate.
Yeah. To be fair,
real.
the healthcare system in Jamaica
The
is
food
not
you're
great.
eating,
It's not.
what you're
You pay
consuming.
for everything, isn't it? So you pay for any kind of treatment. My brother now he's in hospital now
In Jamaica.
in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got lupus, so he's now going through a little stage. He asks us for help because he has to have an operation, which is, I think it works at 120,000 Jamaican dollars, which is about 500 and something pound. So he just basically send messages to all the families, so we just all chip in and send it out there to him. So I know in that sense, the healthcare system in Jamaica obviously is not great.
Right.
In
Yeah.
Nevis,
So-
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
See, I don't
It's
know about
pretty good.
Nevis,
So I don't want to be quoted on this because they did their first ever major operation within Alexandra Hospital
Yeah.
recently. I can't remember what they did. I think it was a back operation. And I was thinking, oh wow, so things are improving. But anybody that does the cream that rises to the top do leave.
Yeah.
They go
Go
to
to the
America.
US,
So
places
now
like
you
that.
are sort of left with
Yeah.
the dregs.
Yeah.
So, but then people do realise actually it ain't what I thought. The world ain't what I thought, and they come back. So I met a lovely bloke. I forgot his name now. But yeah, so he was like, "Look, we've got one of the best homeopathic doctors on this island." I was like, "Oh my god, like this is meant to be. Like
Yeah.
100%.
I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Like everything for me just
Lined
kept
up.
ticking boxes, but I just don't want to be a part of this anymore. So if I can go somewhere where I can just
Be you.
be me, be on my own,
Yeah, man.
and again,
Your family.
but yeah, there's positive things over there. And again, like my son could have been, you know, he's not the best at his age, in my personal opinion. He could be if he actually applied himself. Yeah. But I think taking him over there will hinder his football progression a little bit. But you know, if I keep telling him, if I work with you and we do some extra training, I was trying to show him there's a academy over there called Nevis Venom Academy. I think one of the kids from there got scouted by Inter Miami.
Yeah.
Now he's got a scholarship. So
And there'll be top coaches
There's
who want to
programs
travel
there.
to
Yeah,
these
there's-
islands
yeah, there's
and that
ways
as well.
there.
yeah, exactly.
And
So
you know, there's progression, man.
there's-
And you're not, and this is not sounding bad. You're not one of the locals, are you? You've come to that country,
Yeah.
so you're kind of
Got an
connected.
an- yeah.
You've got other options. You can take your
Bit
kids to
advanced.
other places.
Yeah.
Because you're coming.
And let's
with
be
an
real,
advantage.
right? You're renting your house out and getting income. if shit hits the fan and you do not enjoy, you can always come back.
Yeah.
So you're not tied down to anything. So that's what it is. But the beauty of it is you're going out there and you're open-minded and you want to create something, and that you want that to be sustainable for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And for your kids and next generations to have that. But if things don't work out, you can always come back, or always go somewhere else. or what?
That's the one.
Or whatever.
I'm that passionate.
Or whatever. And
unless this place drastically changed,
It's not.
which it's not,
It's not going- it's
I'm
never
not
going
coming
to.
back here.
It's going the opposite way.
It's never
Yes,
going to.
100%.
There's so
It's
many
never
people
going
leaving
to.
this country.
Oh, no, it's mad, isn't
It's
it?
And then
insane.
the thing, people have been doing it for so long. You know, people who's like live in Spain for 6 months here for so long. People have been doing it for so long. So you'll be good, man. You'll be good. You take it.
Everybody's leaving,
Yeah.
and it's scary.
I do think it's hilarious though, and I'm glad you're going where you're going, because a lot of black people won't go to black countries, which is really interesting. They'll go like, I'll go to, like you said,
Australia,
Bulgaria. I'll go to Bulgaria. I ain't going to Gambia. I'm going to get like,
Yeah, I'll go to Spain or Cyprus or
And
Greece
I think,
or France.
don't you realise, like 2 generations ago, that's your people. Like they'd be embarrassed to hear you say that.
Yeah.
We just really become, this country with the technology and the culture has
I-
made us disconnect from who we are.
100%.
Really,
When I went to the Caribbean, when I got back and I experienced like where my dad was born, where my granddad was born, the house they lived in, met the family, like saw all the generations, like all my granddads, you know, like everything about them. I've never seen my granddad so happy in the whole entire time I've seen him in his lifetime.
Wow.
He was like, because my dad was the first child, I was the first grandchild, and for me to go back to see that, he was the stories he was made up. He's told all his friends the whole thing, and I could just see why it took me so long to come here, like to do this, like to understand it, and honestly, it just felt like home, man.
Yeah,
Imagine,
I'm
just felt
imagine
like
some of
home,
our
bro.
Asian friends go like, I'm not going back to Pakistan. I'm going to go to Spain. I'm not
Yeah.
going back there until
Yeah.
I'm 40. We think you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the
But then
same
when
as
we were
like-
younger, all our Asian friends at school used to go Bangladesh all the time.
Every year,
Of course.
yeah.
Used to go every year. Back to Bangladesh.
And if they said, I'm not going to Bangladesh, I'm going to Spain, like,
Yeah.
do you think you're just nuts, man?
yeah.
But you have the narrative, didn't you? And then we have the narrative in Jamaica where people think it's guns and like you have those things, yeah. But it's not. You go to Jamaica, people don't understand how it's so multicultural as well. People think it's just black people in Jamaica. It's so multicultural. You have white people there. People
Indian,
don't think there's
Chinese.
white people there. There's Jamaican white. You know what I mean? Chinese is Chinese white. Indian, there's Indian Jamaican. So that all these people are Jamaican. You call them anything but Jamaican, they're cussing you out in patois.
Wow.
So you hearing it. You it's weird when if you come from here, you see like a Chinese person in the shop, and they're speaking patois. Yeah, like this it don't match. But
Yeah.
and people only see Jamaicans as black people, but they're not. There is such a that's why they say out of many one. So that's that's our motto in Jamaica. Out of many people one, because it's built off so many different culture.
And it's
You
what
know?
you've been taught, and
It is.
you've been westernized to think
Yep.
a certain, like you said, a certain narrative, and if you stray too far from that narrative, you'll be ridiculed or bullied, or you know.
Jamaica only known for what? Bob Marley and reggae music.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Again, that's
That's
my
it, that's
white
what you're
side,
getting.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
you're getting. But
yeah.
there's so much more to Jamaica,
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
Jamaicans, it's a powerful country, man. Like stuff, little things like say like you go to other countries. There's McDonald's. You will never see a McDonald's in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Okay.
They brought it there Jamaica once. And Jamaicans kick off and say we don't want this shit in our country, and they took it out. You go to Jamaica and order KFC, the best KFC you ever eat in your life.
wow.
Because they don't make
Yeah.
it like KFC here.
Nah,
Just
yeah.
Jamaican.
Fried proper.
It's
Yeah.
It's spiced by Jamaican spice.
Wow.
The whole box as well, you get bigger. So you get the drink bigger in your meal. So these are things that you get.
Yeah.
It's mad. Like you get rice and peas in your KFC. You know what I mean? Things like that. So it's the way they do things is Jamaican based. Like if it's not Jamaican, then they just Jamaicanize everything.
And,
if they
and
can.
we talk about like how Westernized portray certain things, like even like we talk earlier about the crime and stuff. Yeah, I always think you're a product of your environment. Like it's very rare that you get caught up in people get shot or someone gets this, someone get that. It's never really the general public or innocent bystander.
No.
It's normally people who are involved in something they shouldn't be
yeah,
involved
that's the same
in,
as Jamaica.
or something like. Unless you get caught in a crossfire, that's different. Most stuff what goes on, badness, for instance, happens to bad people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're around that, you manifest that, or you're around that. Like, you know what I mean? You don't ever hear, oh yeah, a granny at 90 gets shot by some yardie. It don't happen. It's normally a gang on gang fight or something like that. So if you're around that
the only
environment,
place that happens is America.
Yeah.
Where innocent people get killed all the time.
And London.
Well, no, but in America, have school shootings.
Yeah, school shootings.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're the ones saying that everywhere else is scary. But
In Jamaica, the elders.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So in Jamaica, the elders are protected.
Yeah.
So you see when they got the elders, so the elders, they look after the elders. So you couldn't touch it. If someone killed the elder, you're done for. Don't even come back to that town. You got to leave the town because you get killed. You within 24 hours they're dead. Like you can't touch an elder because they're older people. Like people respect the elders, and they always go to them for knowledge because these people have knowledge. My grandma have so many different saying. It's ridiculous how much knowledge they have, and we can get all that. Yeah,
again,
100%.
Don't protect their elders here, do they? Look what they're doing.
That's true. Oh, here they just chuck them. They chuck them in care homes, and
So my mum sold her house recently and she's trying to give all her children some money, and to beat the capital gains tax and all this madness. Literally before I came here watching the news, and they're changing that.
Yeah, of course.
So now.
Inheritance.
The inheritance tax. So if she dies within 7 years of if she gives money away, they're still going to come back for that tax.
Yeah.
Wow.
So people keep putting, I'm saying, all people put these in investment funds. And you got your fun little loopholes.
Yeah.
But as we know, the Caribbean, boy, that's the best place for offshore accounts and tax, all that kind of stuff, boy. That kind of places, man. Like most millionaires have a Nevis passport, bro.
When I came here from Jamaica, I didn't go back till I was in my 20s, isn't it? My first time back.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I went back. I was like, you know what? I need to go home. I was feeling so homesick, and I was like, I need to go home. And I just booked a flight, and I went, and I was like, yeah. When as soon as I got off the plane, and my cousins them run over and jump on me, and
sick.
my grandma's there in they come in a big ass truck, about 30 of us in one truck. I'm there. I'm sitting at the back of the truck, and they go, Ashra, I love it. Eh? So. Listen, this is heaven right now because you can just smell it.
Again, I only went there for 2 weeks,
and you felt that.
I did, honestly. The connection I felt, and like I said, the things that have been clicking and falling into place, and the little. This is meant to be for me.
Everything's aligned. Everything's aligned.
Yeah,
Everything's aligned. Everything's aligned.
That's what
connection.
We need.
And I like. I always believe, man, you get taken back to where you should be, where you belong, and I've, like I said, I've had this in my mindset for a long while, man. And yeah, man, I'm so happy for you, man. I'm a little bit jealous that you're going before me, and I can't lie, but the thing is, that's even better because obviously I've got all my family out there, like. So basically, all my nan and sisters and everyone, all of it, my cousins live out there. My family's really massive over there, man. When you go over there, go to Huggins Bay as well, bro.
Oh, 100%.
Go to Huggins Bay, man.
I'm going everywhere. I need to
Huggins
meet
Bay.
everyone.
It's actually, if you Google it, it's actually
Huggins Bay.
basically a little island. I think it was owned by my ancestors. I don't know who owns
See
it
that?
now. I don't know who owns it.
That's in between St Kitts
Yeah.
and Nevis.
Yeah.
Like, as you're going from St Kitts, it's on your left.
on your left.
I see that little
Huggins
island.
Bay,
I see
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So my family, I don't know who owns them now because I need to go back and find out. But like that's my ancestors. But then also like. Huggins is really a slave name.
I was gonna say,
Really.
where's Huggins?
Yeah, of course, it's a slave name originally. But yeah, my ancestors owned that land, so I don't think there's much there. I don't really know. I didn't get to go over there when I went there, but my dad always talked about it and stuff. Wow. My dad's got his land there now. So like I said, when my citizenship come, man, that house is getting built, boy, and I'm there, man. And it might not be for 2 or 3 years, but in that time it'll be going back there. Take a family over there, friends over there, getting to see what it's all about, planting that seed for everyone to go, because it sounds a bit mad, but there'll be a point where I make that decision, and if I have to make that decision alone, I will make decisions alone. Like, it's that deep, brother. It's that deep. It's that deep. It's that deep. You think I'm joking, brother? Right? I've had these conversations. Like, if listen, you have the train doesn't stop. This train doesn't stop. Boy, if you pass that stop and you're not on the train, brother, you get left behind. Like, and it sounds deep, but I need to better me, and I need to. You know what I mean? And you would have been right. If you would live in this westernized world and carry on eating certain things and getting polluted by this politics and living in this crazy ass world, then you do that on your ones, brother, but not me.
Question.
So I said the exact same thing tomorrow. I don't know why, but. Like I said, I've been on this for 2 years. She goes, can we just get married first? Oh, yeah, we'll get married. Can we just wait till... Can we just finish the house? It was always just something, just this, just that. So the second Ari is a little bit older, I said, look, right, we're going there in March. We had all this trouble at Christmas of Ari being in hospital over Christmas, our worst Christmas here. It breaks my heart because every day she would say to me, Daddy going to work today? I said, yeah, Daddy's going to work today. Then I get to Saturday and Daddy's tired, man. And I just, why have we got this massive house, 2 cars, and all they want is my time.
Yeah.
All they want is me. They don't want this shit.
And you got to work 9-5 or longer.
I was driving in my van, and I must have said something to Shannon, and she almost gave me a little bit of a pushback, like she was almost humouring me for the last sort of year. And I said, I swear to God, I can't do this anymore. I'm going. And you're going to come with me. And if you don't want to, if you're saying, oh, I'm keeping the kids here. So I had this harsh conversation with her over the phone. And I had to tell her, look. And then I got home. She gave me a big cuddle and said, look, I promise you, I feel the same way. I'm on board. We will do this. I was like, all right, cool. So I had to have that harsh conversation.
Yeah, you have to, man.
With
You
her
have
too,
to.
because I'm going and I need to get there. And now it's happening. I can't do nothing but smile.
Because unfortunately, sometimes, not even like your partner or your family, it could be anybody. Sometimes people will put you on hold and you won't develop and you won't progress. People want to see you elevate.
Yeah.
Not stay there, brother. Like, if I know that you could better yourself by moving somewhere or leaving that job, going to this job, whatever it is, I'm gonna push you to do that. Like, I'm not going to be like, well, I don't want to be that person. Like you see in most places, you walk in Tesco's and you're the same woman who's been working there 30 years, bro.
And they still
you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be that person, bro. Like, nah. Come on, man.
Again,
like,
I drive through Chartbury and I see go drop my kids off, see my mum or whatever, and you just see the same people.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
They left the estate.
I can't do this, man.
they married into the estate. They've got partners within the estate.
Yeah.
They don't even go to town,
Some
man.
of
They
them
go to
go
the
on
Kings.
holiday.
They go to
Some
here.
of
They
them
go
have been
to...
on holiday.
Bro, they don't, man. They don't go.
Yeah, but when you go to whatever country you leave here to go to, and you join a community, that's what you're going to see, isn't it? People that
But
live
they're
there their
more
whole
connected
life.
though.
But they're more connected.
When I went to Ram's supermarket, I kept, because we were in a villa we had to self-cater and stuff like that, so you'd get all the way back and go, oh, we ain't got garlic, so you had to go all the way back again. And the friendliest people, oh, you back again? Like, what are you doing back here? Oh, I forgot this, forgot that. And then over the next couple of weeks, I was talking to people and people start to recognise who you were and saying, oh, have you tried this yet? Have you tried that yet? We don't talk to people here.
Yeah.
You could go anywhere in Ipswich and not talk to a soul and
Listen,
still
when
get shit done.
when I go to jack up the co-op, he asked me for my share card.
Oh,
It's a share card.
Here's my boy.
All right, Eli, question.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider moving to another country?
Yeah, for sure.
Would Leanne be on board with that?
See, I think a marriage is a complicated thing, right? I was hearing what you two were saying. My dynamics in my relationship are not like, I've never really been in a relationship where I would say, we're doing this. Do you know what I mean? It's never.
Yeah.
That's just not the way our relationship works. So I don't think I could impress upon her my direction. I don't know if she would. And then in that, like Tira was saying, like, if someone holds you back, but I was thinking, what I see as a progression for me, she might not see as a progression for her.
Yeah.
So sometimes we're not
Different
necessarily on
views.
those pages. The marriages are tricky, right? Most of the time, me and Leanne are in the same vein. I can be,
But then,
I, can
but
be
then I
free
don't
and
want to
be
go
at
biblical
home.
because some people are not biblical. But two people, if you don't walk the same path, you can't be in line. I think that's very hard. Like,
Again-
and also, I do believe because your relationship's lasted so long. You've been with her 5 years, maybe longer. But yeah, probably about 27.
Big
I think
numbers.
It is.
You don't hear those numbers now.
I think it's
I thought I was big saying 14.
Anyway, it's a long time anyway.
Very
What I'm
long
saying
time.
is, you know each other well enough. I would plant the seed first. I wouldn't be like, it's my way or the highway. You have to kind of
Yeah, it's like
experience it first.
Yeah.
Do your own research. Let's go there, visit it. Let's do this. And if my feelings are still as strong, because I know, like for instance, if I went out there and I took my kids and out there, I could hands down name two of my kids who would definitely go straight away.
Yeah.
Whereas the others would be like, I want to get this mortgage, I want to do it, and they're so in line with the Western ways, it would be hard.
Indoctrinated.
But I think the more that you embrace it, the more that you'll appreciate it, in a sense.
I think
you know what I mean?
Going on holiday is the first step, isn't it? Like again, I appreciate what you're saying because, like I said, my wife won't. This is a partnership. Like, I don't reign over you, don't reign over me. We make decisions as a couple, and we go. Like you said, we're in the same vein. Like, my mum said to me, because she knows how passionate I am about going, or was at the time. She said, "What happens when you go there and Shan doesn't like it?" I said, "If she finds something negative with it, I should find something negative with it."
Yeah.
And my mum was like, all right, cool, fair enough.
Well, it's true, because you would put yourself at risk, her at risk, or your kids at risk.
No, yeah. We're supposed to be together. We're a partnership. And every decision that we've always made has been together. Yeah. So, yeah, if she finds something wrong with it, I should see that too. And then, we'll have to get back to the drawing board. So, yeah. And
I think sometimes as well, like, one thing is, once you get over there and you build your little mini empire and your little, your farm, your property and that kind of stuff, and that will shine. People will see, because I think at the moment it's quite fresh. So it's like, you move to a different country, and what are you going to do? Oh, what about a house? Because you ain't got a house yet, or you ain't got a land yet, and you're doing this, you're renting a villa, you're doing this, you're doing that, and you're not really settled yet. Bro, in a year's time, you'll see a big, massive difference. People will go, oh, okay, so he's the kids are at school, she's doing her work. Oh man, look at his yard he's got. Oh, he's growing all this and that. And I think sometimes people put a negative on stuff until they see it. Yeah, it's a bit like, oh yeah, you're never gonna do something with your life, and all of a sudden when you're flossing, like, oh right, how come he's got that car? How come he's got this? Like, until you actually reach that point, I don't think many people really appreciate or understand it.
Nah, definitely. And again, I've been getting some mad messages like, oh, I bet your villa's gonna be sick. It's not about that. It's not about having. I've got a nice life here. But I haven't got time. For me, it's all about time. I want as much. I keep saying it to people. It sounds really bad, but it's a movie, Marvel film, Endgame. When Tony Stark goes back in time and he bumps into his dad down in that bunker.
Okay,
And he's sort of he's always thought his dad hated him. But he just didn't have no time for him, did he? But his dad was doing it the best he could to provide for him, but he wasn't investing time in his son. But then when he actually goes back and sees his dad and has a heart-to-heart with him, he finally realises his dad was doing all that for him. I don't want my son to grow up. I grew up without a dad, so I don't want him to be like, oh, I didn't have dad around. Although I am around, I'm here, but I'm not here. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm working all the time. So
you can't buy time.
And that's what his quote was. No amount of money has ever brought a second of time. And that just hit me. Big time. And I could almost cry now. Like, it really resonated with me. And I thought, I'm done. I just don't want to work anymore.
I'd go back to when I was younger and experience that time when the man they would do whatever else or whatever. Like, so time is very precious and it goes very quickly. So actually, we need to appreciate it more and also encourage the positive time, like you were saying, with the next generation, because we're like
you got to pass them on.
Yeah, the next generation of people who are going to go, if your grandparents are still here, you're lucky, which I am. But once they go, it's then your parents. And then it's your parents, it's then you. So, in 20 years' time, we'll be the same age as our parents. That's how crazy it is.
It's mad.
Like,
what kind of elders are our generation going to make? Because you were saying in Jamaica, the elders are teaching you something, right? But I think we've been fooled into thinking we don't need to teach our kids anymore. Let the teachers do it, let the government do it, let the internet do it. What are we going to be like as elders when we're 70, 80 years old?
Mad.
What have we got to give to these kids if we're not in the habit of being their teachers?
It's scary. Like, I look back and I still, like, the people I respect the most, like, bar, like, tight friends, is some of the elders. When I sit there and speak to certain people, like,
you get gems.
Elders, they get gems.
We ain't gonna have no gems, man.
No, we won't. But you know what? For me, like, when I think about it, I feel like it stops at us.
I'm at fault for this too, because all my son wants to do is make pancakes or learn to cook, and I'm like, no, can you make a mess? Then I've got to tidy it up. Why do I keep clipping his wings? Poor boy just wants to make some mess. He's gonna crack a few eggs and put shells in there. I'll just let me do it. I'm snatching it off him and having this horrible energy because I'm stressed at work. And me and Shan just had a debate about something, or I see something on the internet and I can't wait to dash my phone. Like, it's constantly, I see something.
You scrolling every day.
Joe Rogan said something on his podcast. If somebody told you, if you take this pill, it'll have you staring at your hand for 8 hours a day, would you take that pill? That's basically what your phone is doing.
Yeah.
And again, another little gem, like this thing that blew my mind. And then they showed you this photographer that's taking pictures of people in public looking at their phones, but then he's taken all the phones, CGI'd all the phones out, so they're just looking at their palms.
Yeah.
It is awful.
Yeah.
Couples sitting next to each other, not talking.
Yeah, you see that when you go
Kids
like
all
you
at
go
a
out
park,
for food
looking
and
at their
people on
hand,
the
not talking.
Yeah,
Couples
yeah,
in
for
the
me, would you get
restaurant.
and then it wasn't your phone?
couples at a restaurant and they're sitting there on the phone. I'm like, God.
Yeah,
mad.
again, it's
mad.
taken me a while to get Zachary off his Xbox. And again, I was watching Nevis Newscast, and they were saying, we're applying to Microsoft to get the licensing. They don't even have Xbox Live over there.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, sick. Like, but I was thinking, no, don't apply for it. Like, this is the reason I'm coming here is to get away from all this madness. Like,
Well, I think you'll be occupied enough not to worry about that. And I think, you know, there'll be snippets where you will use your phone because you'll be FaceTiming and reacting to family back and that.
Yeah.
But I think there's
but that's positive
there's
way
positive
of using
stuff.
your phone.
Yeah,
Not-
yeah.
Right.
Not, yeah.
Not depending on it.
Yeah, there you go. And
that's-
again, it's been, and again, I've learnt so. My mind is where I'm at because I've learnt so much from
Yeah.
Instagram reels and people like showing, you know. And I'm now doing the same. I'm using the internet to promote my channel
Sure,
and
yeah.
my
Yeah.
move. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
document all my things. So long as you can use it positively.
Yeah.
My son keeps asking me stuff like, "Is this bad for you?" Too much water is bad for you.
Yeah.
Drink too much water will kill you.
Yeah.
Nothing is bad in moderation. Is what
Yeah,
I'm trying to teach him. And
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
like you're talking about dropping gems and dimes and all this sort of stuff. When I went over there, the amount of wisdom that people just
That's the word. Wisdom is
Yeah.
what we don't. We're not going to have. innit?
honestly, just from strangers. Anyway, you are in trouble.
It don't matter, man. It don't matter. It's all- But yeah, Dan, I got you a little gift for you, bro.
Oh, don't tell me.
Go on, G.
Got you a little gift, man.
Nice, love that. Namibian
Got it
roots.
for you,
gift,
yeah.
man.
Thank you.
You go, brother. Yeah, man, a little gift, man. I thought, you know what? Yeah, my auntie from America got my auntie
Mad
Audra.
thing.
Bless you up. She got loads printed out for the family and stuff.
Oh,
and I had a
wow.
couple spare ones over, man. So I thought, right, that's going there, you know. Man, so yeah, nah, man, because you know, it's a big thing, man. It's a big thing, but also a beautiful thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it work. And again, I'll pave the way. I want people to see that I can do this. You know,
Yeah.
hopefully people follow.
I
the
think
page.
it's encouragement in it as well.
Yeah.
Like I feel like things like these are powerful things like these will make people, you know,
Do the
follow,
same, yeah,
do the
they will,
same.
of course.
Whether it's you know back home or to buy a place abroad or whatever it is, because people have been doing this for ages. I mean, you know, like the British were doing it, buying little villas in Spain and stuff. I know people have been doing this, but like that's just like a holiday home, isn't it? The next step is a lifestyle and a life.
People are not dumb. We need. They might be hesitant and they might be scared. Your family or whoever. But it's because we need a blueprint, and there's not everyone can be a leader.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That you saying you hope they follow because you're going to lead, and then they'll go, oh yeah, there's a school. Oh, what school is that? I'm going to come and go to that school.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good that you're doing that, and maybe some of us will follow. But what I would say is, having listened to you speak, it doesn't seem as hard as what I thought at the start. And now I'm thinking about it. Hold on. My family come here to a rich country with no money and started their life. We're saying it's hard to do the opposite.
Yeah.
It ain't
To go
hard.
somewhere where you've been educated
Yeah.
here anyway,
Yeah.
you've got a career, you've got a yard, you've got all these things there. What are you scared of?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
You know, in a sense,
We're lacking the motivation.
yeah,
That's all it
in,
is.
Yeah,
in a
that's
sense,
what it
in
is.
in a sense, you know, materialistically, we're going backwards.
Yeah, but that's what I want.
That's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're going to appreciate more, and you're going to work twice as hard to build your own little thing.
Yeah.
Do you know
Again,
what
I might not
mean?
be able to enjoy it as much as what I feel my children will. And
Yeah.
just, you know, driving home one night, no lampposts, but you're driving past people's houses. It's quite dark, but they're just out as a family in their front garden on a bench,
Yeah.
chatting, playing dominoes.
Yeah.
Kids are running around
Right.
still in the street.
Yeah.
It just sounds so
Yeah.
wholesome to me and
Yeah.
connected.
You
And
You know what I mean?
just-
And
need
you
this.
go for those walks up in the mountains and the hills and going this and catching things and learning how to fish, how to set fires, how to pick certain herbs, grow certain herbs,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. They're making natural remedies, natural medicines, like all of that, man. Like the thrill of for me would be just that whole, you know, you see the crops and the herbs, everything grow from thingy, and then you've got that, so you know you're going to eat that. But then also, how if you wanted to, you grow so much because depending on how much land you got, whatever, that you then providing
Yeah,
the
100%.
village and the little towns, some of that stuff as well, and they're providing things for you and you income for it, and it's just beautiful, man.
Yeah, wicked.
It's just beautiful, man. You know what I mean?
All right, so let's wrap it up then, man. Like, we wish you all the best.
Yeah,
you.
man, for
If
sure.
you've got good Wi-Fi out there, maybe we could do a little live stream.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
do a
good
live stream.
Wi-Fi,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll get a little live stream on
Yeah,
there just to
yeah.
see. But yeah, all the best, man. I really hope you, Shannon, the kids, man, have the best time, man. And yeah,
Instagram.
it's exciting. Man.
Paradigms to Paradise. Make sure you follow it.
Yeah, man, I follow
And
already.
I'll
I
document
follow
everything
already.
for you.
I follow already. But we'll put both of those up
Nice one.
on
Yes,
there so we
please.
can share that, man. And yeah, man, just like I said, keep us posted. But yeah, it's not far, is it? Is it a few 6 weeks, 5 weeks?
Oh, 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks.
Boy,
I'm counting.
that's 3.5 weeks, man. That's
Yeah.
good.
Says
All right,
can't.
where the
Yeah.
keys at?
Where the
We're
keys
out.
at? We out.
Peace out.